The incidences of falling tanker and them engulfing in fire has been reported in Jigawa and in several other places. It is against the tanker fire incident in Jigawa state and other states that Abdullahi Ahmed takes a look at the alarming rise of oil tanker fires in Nigeria, which he reported have led to significant losses of life and property. Abdullahi's report examines the root causes of these incidents, including poor infrastructure and lack of safety regulations. Take a listen.
In the last 10 years, Nigeria has been plagued by a rising number of fatal fuel tanker explosions. These tragedies have claimed hundreds of lives and destroyed countless properties. Since 2018, more than 800 people have lost their lives in over 200 tanker-related fires. The main culprits? Well, bad road conditions, outdated safety regulations, and rampant pipeline vandalism that has forced fuel companies to transport petroleum products via dangerous, poorly maintained roads. Adding to the crisis are factors like inadequate vehicle maintenance, insufficient driver training, and the absence of a comprehensive emergency response system, leaving vulnerable communities exposed to these recurrent disasters. In October of 2019, in Onitsha, Anambra State, one of the most harrowing incidents in recent memory was recorded. A tanker laden with petrol lost control, overturned, and exploded, unleashing a fire that ripped through buildings, shops, and homes. More than 30 people died in the blaze, and families were left devastated, mourning their lost loved ones and means of livelihood.
Mercy! Save Nigeria, God!
In September of 2020 in Lokoja, Kogi State, this tragic event shook the nation. A petrol tanker suffered brake failure and crashed, leading to an explosion that killed at least 23 people, including school children and a pregnant woman. The blast engulfed vehicles, pedestrians, and businesses within the vicinity, highlighting the deadly consequences of poor vehicle maintenance and inadequate road safety enforcement. Fast forward to December of 2020, along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, a major fuel tanker explosion struck one of Nigeria's busiest highways. Several people were killed, vehicles were destroyed, and infrastructure damage caused widespread traffic chaos. The incident raised serious questions about safety on Nigeria's most critical transport routes, with experts calling for tighter regulations and better road infrastructure. And in July of 2021, in Oshogbodu, Benue State, another tragic incident was reported where a tanker explosion killed at least 12 people and obliterated homes and businesses. The fire spread rapidly through the community, leaving families with nothing but ashes and grief. 3 years ago, in November of 2021, in Alagbado area of Lagos State, in a densely populated neighborhood, a tanker fire erupted, causing panic and destruction. The explosion underscored the risk of transporting highly flammable materials through residential areas, with many calling for a re-evaluation of fuel transportation practices across Nigeria. Now, these tragedies expose deep-rooted issues in Nigeria's fuel transportation system. Poorly maintained roads, overloaded fuel tankers, and weak safety enforcement create the perfect storm for disaster. With no comprehensive safety regulations in place and infrastructure in desperate need of repair, tanker fires continue to devastate communities. Now, what needs to change? Experts emphasize the urgent need for action, stricter safety protocols for tanker maintenance, rigorous driver training programs, and better enforcement of regulations are critical steps that need to be addressed. Additionally, upgrading road infrastructure and ensuring quick, effective emergency response could prevent further tragedies. Without these reforms, Nigeria's communities remain at risk, and deadly toll of oil tanker fires will continue.